soul, and welcome back to the Unapologetic You podcast. I welcome you as Kiana van Deurse, your coach and your guide and host here on the Unapologetic You. Thank you for deciding to spend your time with me again. I'm super, super, super excited about this episode where we will be talking about unapologetic love, which is an initiation into yourself. Because if you have listened to the last episode, you know that we started unraveling Valentine's Day a little bit. Not really as a problem to solve, but as a mirror. A mirror for how we've been taught to perform love, to outsource our worth, and to quietly negotiate ourselves down in order to belong. And after I shared that conversation last week, something felt ready to be spoken out loud. I also got so much nice feedback on last week's episode via Instagram, via WhatsApp. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with me. Thank you so much for letting me know that whether you're in a relationship or not, self love does matter to you and that you do want to become your number one priority. You are not alone in this journey because I will be going through the unapologetic love myself again. I've done this work quite a few times already, but I am going to do it again because it's never enough self love. It's never enough introspection for this. So, today I want to share something with you because, well, over the past few weeks, maybe you've also felt it too. I've been circling themes like comfort, truth, desire, and the subtle ways we learn to make ourselves smaller, especially around sex, intimacy, and who we think we are allowed to be. Because again, so many of us weren't taught how to be honest in these spaces. We were taught to be how to be appropriate, how to be easy, low maintenance, desirable, just as long as it's not too much. And the more I sat with this work, the clearer something became to me. As I mentioned before, and as I also mentioned in my book actually, this always begins with the relationship we have with ourselves, not with fixing a partner, not with finding the right person, also not with performing confidence or empowerment. Not at all. It starts with being willing to meet yourself honestly, with your desire, with your boundaries, your truth. So on February 13th, I will be opening the doors to a new offering called Unapologetic Love. As I already mentioned before in this episode, Unapologetic Love. It feels so, so, so nice saying this name out loud because it just aligns so much. It's the unapologetic love towards oneself. And I want to be very clear about what this is and what it is really not. So let me be clear on this first. It is not a program for fixing your relationship. It's also not about becoming someone else. And it's definitely not about forcing yourself into this ideal version of femininity, confidence, or healing. No. No, 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 no. Unapologetic love is an initiation into the unapologetic you. The you that exists underneath conditioning, underneath all that politeness, underneath the stories about what's too much, or maybe just not enough. This is for those of you who feel it, that quiet knowing that there's more inside you than what you're currently living. Yeah. More desire, more truth, more aliveness. Think about that flame inside, that fire inside that I was speaking about the last time. Exactly. Because especially if you've learned to be good at life while secretly longing for depth, then the unapologetic love, so to say, is for you. Because inside we will explore things like where you've learned to hold yourself back, how shame has shaped your relationship to desire and pleasure, and also what it actually means to choose yourself without apology. And we'll do this together. We'll do this slowly, safely, and most importantly, honestly. There won't be forcing, no bypassing, no performing healing, nothing of that. This is not about becoming louder, because this is about becoming more true, more unapologetic you. Exactly, more unapologetic you. And because of the timing, this also feels important to me. On Valentine's Day, which is February 14th, the day after Unapologetic Love will be launched, there will be a guided ritual inside the space. A practice for those who want to step into this work in the middle of a day that actually asks us to perform love instead of actually feeling it. This is like the most commercialized day around love all year long. So for lots of people, it just feels like performance. It feels like pressure. It doesn't feel real at times. Because why pretend only for one day that this love is so intense? For your partner or for yourself? So yeah, whether you're single, whether you're partner, dating, married, or again somewhere else on the dating or relationship spectrum, this is about coming home to yourself. Coming home to yourself first, always. And the details about Unapologetic Love will be shared on February 13th. So if you do not want to miss that announcement, make sure that you are signed up for my liberation letters, which is basically my newsletter within the Unapologetic You. Because that is where everything will be shared first. That's also potentially how you got into this podcast, because you got the podcast reminder on your email. So you'll find the sign up link wherever you're listening to this episode. I'll also link it obviously in the description to make sure that you can access the liberation letters and you can be first to know on February 13th what Unapologetic You is really about. And one more thing I want to say, softly but clearly though, is that if as you're listening, this feels like it's screaming your name, or if something in your body is already saying, yes, 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 Kiana, yes, I want to do this, know that you're very welcome to reach out to me. You can message me, reply to an email, or just contact me directly to secure your spot. This is not a one on one coaching, or this is not a one on one guidance. It will all be online via a portal to make sure that you can discover yourself at your own pace without pressure, no time bound, to do it at your own time. So, yeah, if it already screams your name, let me know and let's secure your spot early. There's no pressure at all, it's just an opening, just so you know. So, until then, there is nothing you need to do. Just start to notice in your body what's stirring. Notice where you feel some resistance and notice what starts to feel alive deep inside of you. Because that, darling, is already where the work starts to begin. For today, I'll leave you to it. And I'm super excited to welcome you in the liberation letters of the Unapologetic You. Talk to you soon.